This is Don't Eat the Yellow Snow, Thank You Frank Zappa. And this is true. Let's see if I can get this to work. Okay. In Oregon, a guy was caught on security cameras pissing in a reservoir. This reservoir looks pristine out in the woods. The guy apologizes, says it was stupid, he had been partying, and instead of picking a bush, he pissed in the reservoir. A healthy bladder holds up to 16 ounces of urine, according to the National Institute of Health. It was stated that this water was already chlorinated before it was put into the reservoir. They emptied the reservoir at a cost of $45,000. 8 million gallons of water. The Water Bureau stated it's not about the science. There are people who will say this is an overreaction, but the Water Bureau said, I don't think so. We're dealing with a yuck factor. I made my orange juice this morning and it came from there and I don't want to hear about it. I'll tell you what I don't want to hear. Strontium-90 and tritium being leaked by the Vermont Yankee into the Connecticut River. Does anyone see that as yucky? They didn't drain the Connecticut or shut down the plant. And when I was growing up in Buffalo, New York, Lake Erie actually burned in the 70s. Chemicals and pollution so thick, we used to go down and play Jesus and walk across the water. Where was the Water Bureau then? Let's not forget about the small creeks behind the factories that all had their lawns cut out front. While in back the streams flowed, we wanted to see what color they were each day, for each day was a different color depending on what they poured in. No one seemed to have a yucky factor then, making the company clean it up or stop dumping. Dr. Gary Oxman of the County Health Office told the Oregonian that the health risk is really, really, really tiny. 16 ounces of urine in 8 million gallons of chlorinated water. In India, some people drink their own piss for health reasons. It is said the first piss in the morning is the one to drink. If you think this is yucky, you need to get over it. For the next time you are stranded in a lifeboat in the middle of the ocean, it is recommended that you drink the piss of the other people in the boat. For your piss contains vitamins you don't need, and their piss contains vitamins that you might need. And so, if you want to live, you drink their piss and not the ocean water. The health reasons given in India was what is supposedly it prevents colds. The guy who had drank his piss and was giving me the information had a slight cold, so it doesn't seem to work for everyone. It's hard to believe. All I want to be saying is spending $45,000 to drink 8 million gallons of chlorinated water because a person pissed in it because it makes it yucky. What's yucky to me is drinking chlorinated water. I thought this was like pissing in a pool, and I don't usually drink pool water. So the next time that you're out there and you're drunk and you need to take a piss, first look around to see if there are any security cameras. Look for maybe a thirsty tree or a bush, and then again, they may not need your vitamins. So maybe you should ask your buddy, do you want to drink my piss for my vitamins? This could signal to your buddy that it's time to take your keys away from you. For those of us who are still rebelling from the times when we had to raise our hands to get permission and state whether or not we had to go number 1 or number 2, even the idea of telling anybody which number you had to do restricted many a sphincter. Instead of being in a society that allows you to take a piss when you need to, instead of roaming around the city looking for a place to piss, getting looks from restaurant owners because you're just in there to take a piss, or finding a gas station that has one working or that you can even walk into. Otherwise, you find a corner somewhere that smells like someone else has been there before you. So in the adventure of trying to find a place to piss, the one thing we might learn from this story is, don't piss in the water.